you join me in the kitchen. It's Friday night. I'm cooking fajitas and I'm having a beer. Now, a few videos ago I was drinking Amstel. This, you can see that was the beer. That was one of the old bottles that I was drinking. Amstel beer, and we bought this when I was in Holland, and it's 5%, if you can see that there, 5%. So when I was in Tesco's today, I saw Amstel beer. Oh, brilliant, I'll get some of that because I'm out of it now. Little did I know, and it looks similar, doesn't it? You know, looks very similar. Little did I know, it's bloody 4.1%. I've got to drink loads of this now to have the same effect. Well, not too impressed with that, but anyway, on my knife. Cheers. I got you in a different place because I'm using the GoPro this time. Plus the fact you can see a bit more, and you get to see me with my lockdown haircut. Yeah, anyway. Oh, cheers. I've also got a packet of cheese and onion crisps on the go. I'm starving. So, first things first, fajitas. Very simple to make. Really easy. As the basis for most things, it's onion. Chopped up and fried off. Yeah. Just thinking how I am. In the rings and then in half. Keep it simple. Two onions. Bit of a queue to get into Tesco's today. But once I was in there it was alright. But it's just a palaver because they've got the old one-way systems, haven't they? It's just a bit of a palaver if you forget anything. And I forgot spring onions. I didn't bother going around again. Just too much hassle to fight your way back round. There we go. Get rid of that. That's the onion chopped. Trusty wok. Into the wok. Break it all up. Alright. Have a crisp. Lazy garlic. Don't be shy. Good old teaspoon. You see all that lot? Love it. In you go. Bit of water in there. Now I'm going to turn you around. And hopefully you can see down into the bit of water in there. Onto the wok. Before I do anything more though. Cheers. If I had a wok up, find my spoon, spoon over here, mooch it about a bit, break all that onion up so it can cook and let it do its thing, which is great because that then gives more time to have another drink. Cheers. And the reason I'm looking, I should be looking at the camera, but I'm looking over at my phone because what's happening here, I've got it geared up, and what I see on my phone you can also see. I can see that, no, that makes no sense whatsoever, does it? I've got an app on my phone that I can see what's happening on the camera. So let's turn it around that way a bit and then you can see me. I'll just look at the camera. Excuse me. So actually, Frank, why do you want to look at me? Bloody hell. You just want to look at what's going on here. Start to sizzle, might have to turn it down straight away. I'm going to cook it nice and slow. And whilst I'm doing that, I'll have a drink. .1%. Tastes alright. Tastes nice actually. But ain't going to do nothing, is it? Really. So I'm going to soften that down. I don't want it browning, which is why, again, I only cook in water. Never cook in oil. So still let that do its stuff. For a few more minutes and then I'm going to prep the chicken. Right, let's get that going. And this is where I might have trouble with the cat. I think he's out. But he's got a thing about raw chicken. He loves it. He goes mental for it. He can't control himself. So we'll have to keep half an eye on him. I think he is out. I'm just going to turn that down a bit. Lowest heat. Let it do its thing. And I will have a beer. I think you can probably see me if I even get over here. Can't see what I'm doing with the chicken now. So I'll probably turn you around again. Right. Hang on, bear with me. Chicken. And a crisp. Hope you can hear me alright. Now today I bought chicken breasts out of Tesco's, cheap and cheerful, but you do have to trim them down, or I do anyway. I'm just going to turn that off now because that's done for now, and I'm going to turn this around so you can see down. I'm going to put this up, this open. Get rid of that. Let's see how long it is before cat gets in here. But before I do that, I'm going to finish off my beer, because this will be the last mouthful I have for a few minutes until this meat's trimmed up. Cheers. Right. Well, let's do it. It's not looking too bad, but I like to get all this, the white stuff off. I can't be doing with none of that. This actually doesn't look too bad at all. So for fajitas, I tend to cut it in strips. And I just find by using scissors it's a heck of a lot easier and less messier. don't want it too thick because remember it's a fajita. So let's trim all this up. We've got 4 pieces to go. Yeah, dead easy to do with a pair of scissors. A lot easier than trying to do it with a knife. You don't make as much mess either. Right, one done. Now you can see, this is where, if you can see all of that in there. My wife's come out, see what I'm doing, just checking up on me.
I'm not getting more wine.
Oh, she's getting more wine. There's a surprise, eh?
Right. Had a hard day.
She has had a hard day. She's had a very hard day. Whereas I haven't. I've done bugger all again.
Well, I don't know, I mean, that's not up to.
Huh?
I said, I don't know, that's difficult
I've done nothing. I cleaned the toilet. I did do that.
You got a tweet that.
Oh, and I went to Tesco's. Yeah, you know that.
Tweet that.
And I tweeted. I tweeted about Trump and his sarcastic remark about allegedly sarcastic remark he's telling everyone now about his use of disinfectant, and I got 60,000 hits on it, which was quite amazing, really. Bit of a shock. I had all sorts of people started following me now, you know, like proper people. One was a doctor. He was a doctor, but he was also the clinical director of some hospital in Manchester. And then I had a reporter following me.
Probably getting some light relief though.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever heard of a magazine called The Poke. It's like an online satirical. Look at the crap on that. Let's see. I ate all of that. You see that? Just got to cut it all off. Can't be doing with it. Oh yeah, the Poke. It's an online satirical magazine. Talks a load of rubbish now most of the time, but you know, every now and again they have something quite funny in there. Well, they had a top 10 best jokes about Trump, and I came in with my tweet at number 9, which rather strange. So yeah, 60,000 people looked at my tweet. I gained a whole load of new followers from all over the place, and shed loads of likes. Yeah, all really weird. So yeah, I spent a good portion of the day just looking at those and the replies, and I'm sure some people thought I was actually what I suggested that you did. So the best way to look at it, if you go onto Twitter and then you find my page. Oh, this chicken breast isn't too bad, nice and thick though. If you go onto Twitter, if you're a Twitter user, and you look for @caravan_living, all one word, caravan living, @caravan living, all one word, and you should find me on there, and you should see the tweet that I put up. Well, I'm amazed that the cat, he normally smells chicken from a mile away. So there's a bit of gunk, yeah, so you can't be doing with that. That's off. Nearly done. And then all I do with this is season it, which is what I'm going to do in a second. See another bit of that. Season it and chuck it in the wok. Right, let's get rid of this stuff and save a little bit of chicken for the cat because he loves it. Let's throw the rest away. You'll be liking that. And a good wash of the old hands, because you've been touching more chicken. I don't know about you lot, but with all this washing of the hands, mine have fallen apart. Ew. Right, so that's my chicken. All chopped up in sort of strips. I'm going to marinate this now. If I can find my dish, here we go. Should have put that straight in the bowl to start off with. So do it in a pan. Right, now it's time for another 4.1% waste of time Amstel beer. Good job, it tastes alright. Cheers. So, in here, in the cupboard, oh my word, something fell out, Angel Delight fell out, nearly knocked my camera into my beer. That won't do. Can you see that now? There you go. In here I have my own special blend of herbs and spices. Always do a batch up at a time. Now with this I do actually add a little bit, you see that, olive oil. Just a little bit, because it's a bit of a glug, give it a bit of a covering. And I'm going to add a sprinkling on top of what I've already got there. Not too much. Cayenne pepper. And then this is my own special blend of herbs and spices, and that's got all sorts in there. I'm going to give that a bit of a mix round, get it all evenly coated. Now I'm going to need a bit more. Right, this is another cap. Through. That's the cat that's the timid cat, the sensible one and the clever one. Cheers. As you can see, it's not quite covered, so I'm going to just have a bit more of a sprinkle of my old special mix. I reckon that'll probably do it. Now I'm going to put this into the wok. Turn the wok back on. Make sure you can see down into there. There's the wok. Straight into the pan. Excuse me. I seem to be coughing a lot today. Turn it down a little bit. And away we go. Cheers. Now what will happen with this is tons of moisture will come out of the chicken. Always does. So it needs to cook for a fair while. A, to cook the chicken, and then B, to cook all the moisture off. because you don't want any moisture going on in the old in your fajita. Right, so here, I can find it. Yeah. And chuck a couple of mushrooms in. And a red pepper. Cheers. So you can see that doing its thing. Cooking nicely. Right, so mushrooms first. This year will be wanting to see what I'm doing here with the mushrooms. That's sizzling away. Turn that right down to the lowest. There's no rush at this stage. Yeah, what to get because with this we have sour cream, salsa, and some grated cheese and some guacamole. But I didn't have any guacamole. I have no guacamole, so I'm going to have to just make some. So I'm just chopping the mushroom up nice and fine. Nice. I'm going to put that in now. And flank in. I know you can't see that, but it's going straight in there. Turn it around. See it being stirred in. Leave that to go. Still got quite a bit of a way to go on that. Turn it back up again, just a little bit. Cheers. Bottles are getting really small. They're shrinking in size. Next thing I've got to do, I'll chop the pepper up. Give me a knife to wipe over. Want the seeds. Scoot all the innards out. I don't like the white. We don't want the seeds either. Sounds like it's cooking a bit too fierce there. Give it a stir. It's bubbling away though. It's doing alright. Cut the rubbish out. You want pepper, nice and thin, because this will be going into the wok. It'll be going in near the end. If it goes in too early, it overcooks and the skin starts to peel off, and you get all sorts of nastiness going on. So when you cook it thin, it doesn't take long to cook, and you can throw it in really near the end. You don't need too much either, like one pepper is almost a bit too much, to be honest with you. You just don't need tons of it. So that's that done. Give this another stir, turn it around. There you go. How are we doing on battery on that? I think we're alright actually. Yeah, looking good. Look, don't want to be sloshing around too much. I'm going to do it all at one end. I don't know if you can see that. Look at all the amount of juice that comes out of that. I don't know if you can see it all. Amount of juice. Ridiculous. Oh, there they are. Set the oven off. What's going on? Not yet. So that needs to keep on cooking away. It's brilliant because it means I can have another sip. Right, I'm going to have to open up the back door. It's a bit warm. Here comes Dark Cat. So yeah, like I said, very simple dish. The only thing I've added in there is onions, lazy garlic, mushrooms and chicken. I use 4 whole breasts, there's 4 of us. I don't know how that juice comes out of there, blimey. It's just ridiculous. 4 whole breasts, and there's normally some left over. But that'll always keep, you can reheat it and have it the next day, so it never goes to waste. Now I just got to leave that on quite a high heat as it is there. Get rid of all that juice in there, which gives me time to have a crisp, munch in your ear, so I'm sure you're all going to enjoy that, me munching away, and a bit of a tidy up in the kitchen. She's got a bit out of hand, as per normal. I've got stuff all over the place over here. Yeah, Tesco's earlier. Yeah, queue to get in. But once you're in, it wasn't too bad. You know, most people complied with the. You know, they're getting the hang of it now. They're all getting the hang of it. And still a few things you can't get though. Well, not Tesco's anyway. You'll notice today you can't get flour. There's no flour whatsoever. So look at the amount of water in there. I'm going to show you. I'm going to have to pick you up and show you. Look at that. Look. Look at it. All out of that chicken. Look. Ridiculous. Yeah. There was yeah, no flour. There was no fresh bananas. Well, no decent bananas, loose bananas, like the big old bananas. There is the little tiddly ones in a packet, like these ones. Tesco's ripe and ready, which they'd be nearly off by tomorrow, won't they? And yeah, no bananas. What else wasn't there? No ice cream. No Tesco's ice cream. We had the we always get the kids love them. They're like Magnums, but they're not Magnums. They're like Tesco's own, but similar. And they had none of those whatsoever. No, there's 3 flavours they do: salted caramel, chocolate, and a mint one. But they had none of any of them. Well, let's get the bloody oven off again. So they had none of those. Croquette potatoes I was supposed to get. No, none of those. Box of wine. No, none of that. I think I've got everything else. Spring onions, although I didn't see any. I've missed them somehow. But so whether they had them and I just didn't see them. But they did have crumpets, which is always a good thing. And they had wraps. What else did I buy in there? Oh yeah, Amstel at 4.1%. I know I keep on about it, but it pissed me off a bit. Jeez, 4.1%. What's the point of that? You can see all this bubbling away still, and there's got to do a lot of bubbling to get rid of all that moisture. And you don't want to drain it off because that's all your tastiness in there. You want that to coat your chicken, otherwise all that coating that you put onto them earlier, all those herbs and spices, part of your dry mix, is a waste of time. And all the, the taste out of the onions and the garlic, it's all in there. So you want that to, and it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, if it takes a bit longer, because all it does is it soaks and permeates the meat. And now it's not like the meat's drying out, it's covered in juice, cooking through the juice look. So that makes no odds whatsoever. So I'm going to crunch in your ear again there, sorry. I'm bloody starving. Not that a bag of cheese and onion crisps is going to fill me up. So we're still in lockdown. This week I've been working from home, which is quite amusing because I'm a truck driver, as you already know. So yeah, working from home. I've been on standby. I've been like a coiled snake, ninja-ish in the morning, waiting for the phone call that never comes. And I'm supposed to, if someone goes in sick, they won't turn up sick, will they? Because they don't go in. But if someone phones in sick, which is highly unlikely in our game, then I go in. But not a phone call. Got a phone call this afternoon saying that next week is more of the same. Right. I'm on full pay. Cheers to that. And it's not like I can go anywhere. It wouldn't be like I'm on full pay and I could have gone to the beach, or I could have gone out on a ride on a bike or anything like that. Because you can't go anywhere, can you? You're on lockdown. And unlike some folk, we're taking it quite seriously here, which I think is the right thing to do. What's the point of taking chances? Doing it, is there? No point in going off across the forest. The risk of bumping into someone, or my argument is, what was if you break down, or something happens to the car? That means you've got to get someone out, so you've got to come into contact with people. It's just a hassle you just don't need. There's a killer virus out there. Well, it's looking good and it's smelling good. I'm not having too many beers tonight. I'm crunching again. I'm putting a lazy garlic away. So this is really what it's all about. See, the moisture level is starting to drop now, which is good. Might hook a bit of chicken out in a minute or two to have a taste. You hear that sizzle? Cheers. Right. Turn you around again. There you go. Look at the fish. So I've got sour cream, salsa. Could have made my own, but it's just not worth the hassle, to be honest with you. I never seem to be able to make anything in small quantities. We'd have salsa coming out of our ears for months. I just noticed that even the bottle, well, it's got a different label on it. It's a different bloody size. Well, a different shape anyway. Same size, different shape. Ridiculous. Why would you change bottle shape for a different country? So crisp. Yeah, the moisture is definitely going down. What I'm going to do now is just prep the old avocado. Like I said, there was no guacamole. No guacamole is mushed up. So they feel a bit hard actually. That makes it all softer. We've mushed up avocado. So, put it round in half. Give it a twist. After the stone, get the stone out. Give it a twist and out it comes. And it's like the slimiest thing in the world though, isn't it? Slimy and horrible. Right, you can hear the sizzle. And you can see, I'll turn you around, that the moisture is all evaporated off, which is what we really wanted to happen. So at this stage, now that that's nearly done, I'm going to chuck the peppers in. They'll take a little bit longer than, because they're chilled, they've been in the fridge, and you get a nice lovely red colour. Lovely red colour. Okay, so got to crack on with this avocado. Good thing about having a perfect avocado actually. Easy to peel when they're too ripe. Just turns to mush in your hands. Right, let's get rid of that muck so I can clean the hands off once and for all. Stick that in a bowl. And mush it up. Put it on here. And then what I do is I just scrape it up and put it in the bowl. Got that all right. Could have blended it, I suppose, but by the time you fussed about and got it all out, you got the blender out. And then as well, just done what I've done. It's a treat. Give these another stir. You can't see this, but it's all looking good. It's smelling good as well. Cheers. Plastic packaging. You tend to get tons of it, don't you? Bane of my life, I hate it. And I know I shouldn't use so much kitchen towels on people. It's just convenient. And that is biodegradable. Right. So that's all doing. We've got 2 spoons, the salsa and the sour cream, a great little bit of cheese, new cheese. The old bag open, didn't we? Wasn't too clever. That's all looking good. By the time we've done all of this, grate the cheese, we'll be ready to go. Always like to break quite a bit of cheese. One of those things never goes off, does it? Always get to use it on something. And I'm doing lasagna tomorrow night. So I might have to go out and get some different alcohol. There you go. Looking good. On the lowest heat. Get rid of that cheese. Right. Tortillas. Four at a time. Straight in the microwave. Put them in there for a couple of minutes. Fill the bag off. easier. Looking good. We need 4 plates. More or less done now. Cheers. That's it. 'Cause I can't eat and drink. Four tortillas. On for a minute. Now this is a messy meal. Well, this is rubbish grips underneath, but no wood. And what's going on there with the old perforations? Very little really. There we have sour cream, guacamole, salsa, cheese, grated cheese. Which is probably a bit too quick then. That's sizzling away. Tortillas are now done, warmed through. Yeah, spot on. Turn that off. And I'm going to end this here now. You'll see a picture right at the very end. And yeah, that was it. That didn't take long. I don't know how long that's been going on for. Oh, about 47 minutes. There you go. That'll do, won't it? Yeah. So don't forget, stay safe. Stay safe.